Hi YouTube. Okay, before I start, I just want to say, like, I'm not an expert on this. I'm actually not an expert on like anything at all. So, I'm just talking from experience here. And also, I'm sorry if my laptop keeps like bouncing around or anything, because I've got it like balanced on my pillow and it's like all on my bed. And also, I'm sorry that my hair is wet because I only like half dry it when I shower because I find that like it dries nice and curly. And okay, anyway, you don't care. You don't care. Okay. Right, so my experience with lucid dreaming first, I'll explain like how it's been for me. Is when I was about 9 or 10, when I was 10, I like suddenly became really interested in the internet, and I used to, go on and just learn about loads of different things. I was into sort of dream stuff, astral travel, if you know about that. Like, I personally don't really believe in it now. But at the time, it just sounded so magical to me, and I was really into the idea of it and everything. That's when I came across lucid dreaming, and I just thought the whole concept of like knowing you're dreaming and being able to like do what you want to do in a dream, it just blew my mind. Like I thought, wow, and I wanted to do it. Like I was just like amazed. So I like read about it for weeks, and like I read loads of tips on how to make yourself do it. Like and I don't think I ended up doing any of them, but I read a lot of tips on how you like do it. And I remember I said to my dad at the time that I wanted to do it, and then he told me that he'd had one and explained like what it was like for him and what happened and stuff. And that's my phone from the 1980s. Anyway, and he told me that like it had gone really wrong because like he'd been flying out, he like jumped out of the window and flew, and then it went into a like nightmare and he fell down. And he explained it as because he'd tried to take control, it had gone wrong. That's basically what he said to me. And about a week after he said that, I had one and I was having a great time. I cannot remember for the life of me what I did in that dream or anything. I know that in my early lucid dreams I used to just fly, but I anyway, in the dream, I just remembered him saying that when you take control, it goes wrong. So then my dream went wrong, and I think I just wanted to like say that isn't true. Like taking control does not necessarily turn it into a nightmare, and like now, for example, that just doesn't happen. But I think because he'd put that idea in my head, it happened. But after a while, I learned how to control that. Okay, so anyway. Right. I don't know how to organise this. Okay, so firstly, I've said how I started. Right, second, my tips. I've like explained on Tumblr quite a few times to people like how to do it, and this is what I would say, which is that I think, because I always say this to like my friends and family as well, because I'm like, you need to do it, so good. Right. Now, the tips I've found on the internet have been like, they've said, oh, write, I'm awake, or I'm asleep. Something like that. Write in your hand, and then in your dream, and then look at it quite a few times in the day, and then in your dream you'll look at your hand, it'll be different. I haven't tried that. But that's just another one of like reality tricks. No, reality tests sort of thing. So you're meant to test reality during the day with incomplete seriousness in your daytime, so that then you'll dream of it at night, and then the idea is like the reality test will sort of go wrong, and then you'll know you're dreaming. Personally, I think this is bollocks because, I mean, it might have worked for other people, but I don't think it would work for me because for me, I'd be dreaming about doing the reality test. So no matter what happened in the dream, I would still think it was a dream because because you're not aware. I don't know how to put it. Also, I've read, look in a mirror, you won't see yourself. Not necessarily true. Like, in fact, in a lucid dream recently, I looked in the mirror, and the only way that it confirmed to me that it was a dream was because I was wearing some clothes that I don't actually own. I still saw my face and stuff, and like it wasn't clear, but it's like when you're trying to read something in a dream, you can't really read it. like it. So I wouldn't say that's a particularly good tip. Or also, I've read somewhere someone said, "Oh, don't look in the mirror because it's scary. Like your face will be all fucked up." Like not necessarily. Like everybody's different. Anyway, so what I would say that you should do is like just immerse yourself in the subject, like completely. Just put aside some time every day. Like this is, I know you might think, oh, this is a lot of like effort, but like if you really want to do it, then you will. You know, just completely immerse yourself in it. You have to think about it every day. If you've got anyone willing to listen to you, and like I don't really care if people want to listen or not. I'm just like, then talk about it every day, or at least every couple of days. And you know, go on the internet, read lots about it. Like, that's how I managed to do it. Like, they do come to me sometimes, just quite often, like out of nowhere. Or every couple of months, I'll just have one. But sometimes I think I want one, you know. So then I'll think about it, talk about it, read about it a lot for a couple of days, and then I have one. Like a lot of people say, like, oh, I think I had one, but I'm not really sure. And I'm like, if you had one, you would know. But then saying that, there's different like levels of it. There's different levels of lucid dreaming. Like there's, you know, just knowing you're in a dream, but that's it, you know. Or there's actually I wouldn't even say that's the first level. I say like the first level is sort of having an awareness that you're kind of dreaming, but you still carry on with like what's going on, the storyline and stuff. So you can't really be fully aware, or you would stop, wouldn't you? Because you'd know that it doesn't matter what you do. And then there's sort of knowing you're dreaming, but not really being able to do anything about it. And then there's what I usually get, which is knowing you're dreaming, and then just stopping the whole storyline and doing whatever you want to do. So that's what I do. So like last night, for example, I had one, and I don't remember what I was doing before the lucid dream began. But when it became lucid, I thought, right, I'm gonna like climb to the top of a tall building and I'm gonna jump out. And that's it. Because I like to like challenge myself in dreams, do sort of scary things. So I like climbed to the top of this building and I got to the top. I looked down and I didn't really want to jump, and it was silly. But then I thought, right, I'll just control something else, and then that control will give me the power, like the confidence. So I like looked around and I saw like in the distance like a little blue van. And I thought, right, I'll just make it bigger. So I just sort of went like this, and it got bigger, and I thought, well, there you go. So I jumped off the building, and I and then just landed on the ground really softly. I suppose I'd like to give some advice of like if it does go bad for you, like because this has happened to me before. It's like I'm having a lucid dream, just doing whatever I want, and then there's some kind of evil kind of like appears, like someone tries to kidnap me or strangle me or something like that. The best thing I could do in that is that I embrace them, kind of thing. Like I've had in one dream I was sort of flying, and then someone yelled at me, "You're a see you next Tuesday," and like I knew he was gonna come and hurt me or whatever. So I like landed and hugged this character, and that did it, sort of thing. Or in another dream I had like I was having the lucid dream and it was just going fine, and then someone tried to strangle me, and I just sort of I like said to him, "This is a dream. You can't hurt me because I'm asleep." And then the hands just fell off my neck. So I think, as long as you're like, this the thing is though, I must admit I do find it hard to remember what it was like at the beginning when I wasn't as experienced, like practiced at it. So I can't. I know that my control of things just built up over time. Like I know that at first I used to, sometimes I'd realise I was dreaming and then get quite frustrated because I couldn't stop things happening around me, such as like I'd be doing, like once I was running down a tunnel with William Shakespeare, and when I realised it was a dream I just floated up, because I think because for so long when I knew it was a dream I would fly. I floated up, and then I thought I don't want to float up, I want to go somewhere else, I want to go swimming in the ocean or something. And then someone arrived with a pizza, and I was like, "This is so annoying!" Like I just, because I knew I was dreaming, I wanted to do what I wanted to do, you know. So like I know like that's frustrating. But anyway, how long is this? Oh god, I've been talking for 9 minutes. I'm obviously going to cut this down. To summarize, right, yeah, just immerse yourself in it. If you want to ask me any like advice, then I can give it to you. Like I said, I'm not an expert at this, but this is like one of the things that I'd say, like, if I think what do I kind of know about that not loads of people know about, this is the only thing that I've got, as well as hair dyeing, but that's not much use, is it? So yeah, if you want to ask me a question, then do. And